In this next set of slides, we'll cover CSS color and typography. We'll talk about the different CSS color values and CSS typography and font declarations, as well as how to use your own special web fonts. First, let's talk about CSS color values. In order to apply a color in CSS, as a value we can give a color name, a hexadecimal value, an RGB or an RGBA value. There are 147 color names, but only 16 of which are standard and work in all browsers, and those are aqua, black, blue, fuchsia, gray, lime, green, maroon, navy, olive, purple, red, silver, teal, white, and yellow. Hexadecimal gives us 16 million color possibilities. Hexadecimal uses the hashtag symbol in the value followed by 6 digits, which appear as characters from 0 to 9 and A through F. 0 being the least amount of a color and F being the highest amount of color. The value is grouped into 3 pairs. The first 2 characters represents the color red, the second 2 characters represents the color green, and the third 2 characters represent the color blue. Here we have 2 Fs in the first position, so that's the largest amount of red possible, and then we have zeros for green and blue, so hashtag FF0000 is actually the hexadecimal color for red. We also have RGB and RGBA values. Now these give you millions of different color possibilities, and the way it works is by using a value from the number 0 to 255. 0 being the absence of light and 255 being the most saturated or the brightest amount of that particular color. To set an RGB value, you type in RGB lowercase followed by parentheses, and in the parentheses you provide 3 separate values starting with red, then green, and then blue. Now using RGBA, we're also able to apply a 4th value, which is opacity, and this is on a range from 0 to 1. 0 being 0% opacity and 1 being 100% opacity. So here 0.5 is representing 50% transparency.